Hello, Transformers fans. It is Speedball Harlan today for you guys. I have from the brand Yolopark and Transformers Rise of the Beast, and not Beast Wars in this case, Transformers Maximo Rhinox. Yes, man, this has been a long time coming for Beast Wars fans, and of course those who enjoy the model kit line of Transformers. But finally, some more Maximals to line has been something I've been wanting for so long. And the fun part about the Yolopark series that these are very movie accurate, fun to play around with, and very easy to build because for those who haven't seen these before or have only recently seen them and such, these are very simple to build, guys. These take, like, maybe if you're taking your time, 20-30 minutes. Really, it doesn't take that long because most of the body and such are pre-assembled in a packaging. All you got to do is just finish the final assemblage. Really, is just put everything together and such. So yeah, and these are not expensive. I mean, the Rhinox is right here was only about 30 bucks. That's not bad. I know this for a fact because most of them are 30 bucks, so that's really not a big issue and such. So yeah, that is really cool about this. And like I said, the movie details are really nice. I like the whole rhino skin look. You know, the silver and chrome coloring, all the all mecha piston looks and all that. I do like that about this design. Though, and a part of me does sort of wish he had a little more green to him for Beast Wars nostalgic reasons. The only honest complaint I have for the design itself, period, not the toy itself, is why did he get a hammer? I'm sorry, but why a hammer? I'm sorry, I'm classic Beast Wars fan, and I really wish he came with his Gatling guns. I really do. But that's just me, guys, because when we first saw his design, guys, I love the fact that, of course, we knew he had a bod mode, and I love the fact that they did keep the nostalgic look of Rhinox, of his head, how big his body was, his armor and such, matching similar to his Beast Wars design. Now, I meant, like I said, I wish he had a little more green, but that's just my own personal preference. But this weapon part, it's just the only oddful part to me because I'm so used to his Gatlings. That, and I know I could be wrong about this, guys, but am I the only one that sees that he looks a lot like a knight? Sort of like the knights from the Last Knight movie. Maybe it's just me on that one, but I don't know. I just keep getting a knight vibe from this design. But however, but yes, this is a fun model, guys. Easy to assemble, and of course, fun to collect with all the other maximal characters that we have so far in this line. And which, luckily enough, this wave gives us two. The previous wave gave us one, which was Optimus Primal. So, of course, if you're getting him, you're gonna want to probably check out Rhinox if you really want. And another good reason to check out Rhinox real quick before we get into his articulation is that for those who bought the previous wave, Optimus and Bumblebee, you will, of course, notice that those two specifically, not Primal, did not come with any weapon accessories, which I know a lot of fans were asking Yolopark what's going on with that, so forth and so on. And after a while, Yolopark made an official statement before the second wave came about and mentioned that they had plans with Hasbro approving that they will, of course, rectify that minor flaw by releasing a special weapon set with their second wave of release. And that's exactly what you get with Rhinox, or specifically for one of them, and that is Optimus Prime's weapon parts. Yes, you will get his mentioned arm cannons for both arms, movie accurate too. Really nice, easy to put on. And as you can already see right here, his arm blades. These were fun and very simple to put on, guys. I do love that they already got that silver trim at the end. I do like that, and I do love the poses I can pull off with him now with all these cool weapons, and now that he actually has something to take on Scourge with. I love it. So yeah, wanted to mention that real quick and such. Now, as for Rhinox-wise, yeah, he actually doesn't come with any other accessories for himself. Everything you see right now is all he comes with. He doesn't come with any extra hands, any extra weapons, any extra nothing. Yeah, this is it. Which is actually pretty nice because it saves me on having to store extra parts away. So that's one benefit to this, guys. If you don't want that, don't worry. He doesn't come with that. In fact, one feature he comes with that really surprised me were his hands. And that's because most of the other characters we've got in the lines had pretty much pre-molded and swappable hands. Not Rhinox. He comes with fully articulated hands, as you can see, from one single finger to the very well-known three-finger style. And of course, he has a fully posable thumb, so that is so cool. I love it. I didn't even know they were doing this with Rhinox. I didn't. I figured he was going to have molded hands just like the others, so that surprised me when I unboxed him. So that is so cool. I like that. And as you can obviously see, yes, he can hold his mighty hammer. So yeah, you don't have to worry about that. Now, let's get into articulation, guys. He can go all the way full 360 there with no problem. His shoulder armor up and down just for that posability, as you can see. He can go all the way around until, so if his armor bumps into anything. Now, a notable fact is this armor can move up and down for when you're, of course, doing more arm bends and such, which you can do that far. And as I already showed you, he has full hand articulation and a ball-jointed hand. So there you go there. And as for, of course, torso-wise, up there, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And, besides bumping into any armor, you can go pretty much almost all the way around. It's just the specific armor piece blocks some of them. So, yeah, there's that. Now, head-wise, he does have articulation, but I don't know if it's just my copy, but my ball joint in the head here is very tight into the neck part. And you can pose it. It's just, it takes a little extra, strength to pull. But he can, of course, pose his head up and down. And when you move out his neck, you can extend that. So now you can do that for fun and such. So now for leg, with the extra hinge in there, you can go that far that way, and without it, you can go about that far with armor. And let's see. And of course, you can go out this far with it, though. I don't know if this is just mine copy as well, but for some reason, whenever I use the ball joint setup here and right here, it seems to split this part. It doesn't break off or anything because it's screwed in, but it does split a little, so I have to sometimes sandwich it back together. I don't know if that's just mine, because I did notice with him while building him, he seemed to be a little tight on some sections, but, maybe it's just mine. Like I said, you can, of course, go like that. For leg, you can go that far. And the armor in the front does move, and even in the back, you can move that. As for feet, pretty good articulation. And I do like that it's a big flat foot, so to speak, but it's easy for standing and such. And he does have a toe bend, so you can stub his toe just for fun. And the front skirts here are easy to move around and stuff and such. So yeah, that is pretty much it on that, guys. And as I said, he stands pretty well without any need of a action base or any other support. So I do love that. Yeah, so like I said, he doesn't come with any accessories, so you don't have to worry. And yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it, guys. So real quick, let's go into some size comparisons. And just for the nostalgic of it, let's go with his very well-known and classic Beast Wars Colors / Kingdom version, because unfortunately I don't have the Beast Wars anymore version. But as you can see, yeah, he's gotten bigger. He grew up. But you can definitely see what I meant by the difference in colors. And of course, since we're talking about Rhinox, who else would be better to compare him with than one of his dear friends and allies, Optimus Primo. This is definitely one reason I like having these two, because they're, of course, their history, their friendship, and of course, really cool, fun display ability with them guys. I love it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, would I recommend Rhinox to you? Easily, yeah. I mean, if you've already collected the other ones, as I mentioned, you pretty much want Rhinox, and especially if you have the Optimus Prime release, as I've already mentioned, you pretty much need Rhinox so you can complete your Optimus with his accessories. So yeah, that's it. That's it for today, guys. So I thank you always for coming. I hope you are enjoying your hobby as I do, and you will, of course, get a chance to see me later on.